Yes, the UAD LA-2A tube compressor is currently free until the 31st of October 2023. When I saw this, I was floored. Not too long ago, you weren't even able to run UAD plugins without special hardware, and now they give it away for free, one of the most sought after compressor emulations, LA-2A. I love LA-2A compressor emulations. I never heard the real thing. But anyways, in some free plugin specific Facebook groups, people always say things like, "Oh, it has an installer, I won't download it. I have to give them my email. That's not free." I get the sentiment, but also I don't get the sentiment. The main reason why I understand that not everybody will jump on this new LA-2A freebie is that there are already other free LA-2As out there. And I wanted to compare UAD's version that is currently free with some other versions that are always free, and also just with two further ones that I happen to have installed. So the plugins we're going to look at next to the UAD one is, of course, Analog Obsession's LALA. This one is always free. The other freebie is Variety of Sounds Thrill Seeker LA, which I don't see mentioned too often as a free LA-2A version, but it does sound very similar to all the other ones, I have to say. I also want to compare to IK Multimedia's White 2A, part of T-Rex, and the last one I want to compare to is the M-Turbo Comp device MA2A, which is supposed to be Melda's LA-2A emulation, the UAD one. This one has very bare bones controls. Going to T-Rex White 2A, this one has the same controls, but this one adds the functionality of mid-side compression, as well as unlinking left and right channels or mid and side channels. LALA has the standard features, gain, peak reduction, as well as a sidechain filter, and M-Turbo Comp gives you control over the saturation amount, as well as a sidechain filter, as well as linking controls for mid, side, or left-right independent compression. Thrill Seeker LA also gives you some control over the saturation, and you can even control attack and release. And it also has a sidechain low-cut filter. I put these compressors on 4 tracks: drums, a bass, a piano, a guitar, and a lead. And I saved some mixing scenes in Studio One, so I got these 5 tracks with a UAD LA-2A, with a Variety of Sound LA-2A, with a Melda LA-2A, and so on. And then I exported this short section, I imported it into this mastering project, and I made sure that every mix I did has the same loudness. Minus 13.8 LUFS, minus 13.8 LUFS, minus 13.8 LUFS, and so on. And then I chopped it up a bit, and now we're going to hear how they all compare sonically. While the loudness of every mix is the same, the mixes don't sound the same. I didn't try to match the settings, I just tried to get the best mix I was able to in a reasonable amount of time with each plugin. So we don't only compare how they sound differently, I also wanted to compare if I come to different results using the different plugins. So this is what we're going to hear. First of all, I think they all sound quite similar except for the Melda plugin. This one probably only is in limit mode and you can't change it into the compression mode. And all the other plugins I used the compression mode. I have to say this is the one I like least. Maybe you could say Boxy has the least high end. Then the IK and the LA-2A seem similar, and the variety of sound and the UAD one seems similar. The UAD one feels very bright in comparison with the other ones, and the variety of sound one seems similarly bright. I think this is because those two excite the signals the most. Maybe they add the most harmonics, and that's why those two mixes are the brightest. It's difficult to say which ones I liked most. I just think they all sound similar enough so that you don't really miss anything if you don't install a new one, but they sound different enough that you might want to use one or the other if you already have multiple ones. LALA will always have a special place in my heart, but if I had to rank all of them, this would be number 4 on my list of these mixes. And maybe if you mix with these 5 plugins, you might come to different results. So I hope this video helped you in deciding if you want to go and install UAD's LA-2A. Maybe it even showed you some other free alternatives, like this variety of sound plugin or this analog obsessions plugin. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe. That's it. See you another time.